It's the Gear Tester here with another dirt barricade penetration test. In this video we're going to be looking at the Hornady double-aught buck 2 3/4 inch shells and their penetrating capability on our improvised dirt barricade. The idea of an improvised dirt barricade came to me recently as I was thinking about what might happen in a situation, whether that's a natural disaster or people just decide to no longer obey the laws and there is gunfire being exchanged inside your neighborhood. And I currently live in a home that doesn't have a basement, so there's no real safe place for me to go. In the United States, where we use mainly walls that are not made out of stone or cinder blocks, but mainly just studs and plywood and then some kind of siding, bullets are just going to go pinging through. And so I wanted to come with some kind of improvised dirt barricade that will provide some kind of ballistic protection for me and my family members. So we're going to be looking at how powerful and how effective 12 gauge double-aught buck is at penetrating this 5-gallon bucket. There's about 12 inches of dirt here. We've packed it in tightly, and we're going to see if the 12 gauge buck will penetrate through or whether it will stop somewhere in the center. This is the 12 gauge Zombie Max Hornady ammo, 8 rounds of double-aught buck. We're standing about 12 yards away from the dirt barricade. We're going to fire 2 rounds of double-aught buck into the dirt barricade. I'm shooting this out of a Benelli M2 Tactical with an 18.5-inch barrel, if that is important to you guys. There we go. The 12 gauge ammo, the double-aught buck here. This is the case. Isn't that kind of cool? Hornady Zombie Max, 2 3/4 inches. It's got 8 pellets, and they're traveling at 1,600 feet per second. Here's what the cartridges look like, or the shells look like. You can see they did an excellent job here. I'm going to show you guys closer up the penetration that they did on the bucket here in front. They really messed it up there. A couple of these rounds, these 4 rounds right here, were 9mm fired previously, but this is the double-aught buck. Look at that pattern. My hand covers it. We're at 12 yards. Just another example of why you still need to aim with a shotgun. If your target is close, you're going to need to be aiming and be very precise about your shot placement, because over here I would have completely missed the bucket. Right center of mass, and we'll flip it around and show you guys what I suspected would happen. There is no penetration at all. None at all with the double-aught buck on the dirt barricade. What is interesting is you can see here the bucket seems as though it's been kind of pushed in, like so, and when we first got up here, the dirt kind of sunk in down where it had been hit with the double-aught buck. There's kind of a little hole, like a mole hole that had been created. We're going to see here if we can find any of those double-aught buck rounds. We were able to recover 5 of the double-aught buck rounds from the bucket here, and they were about 5 to 6 inches into the bucket, and they did hit with a lot of force. There is some deforming of the rounds there. It was relatively hard to find them because they're basically the same color of dirt once they've been rammed through the dirt. But I'm very impressed and very happy that the dirt barricade is still holding up to these penetration tests. We've got lots of other dirt barricade versus videos, versus a 12 gauge slug, versus 9mm, versus 357 Magnum rounds, versus 44 Magnum rounds. I'd encourage you guys to check out my channel and look for the playlist entitled Dirt Barricade Penetration Tests. Thank you so much for your views and your subscriptions. My goal is to produce quality video reviews of shooting, camping, and survival gear. This is the Gear Tester, signing off.